Have you previously played King's Quest V? Warning, this cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
My castle! What has happened?
Ooh, I can tell you what happened.
What?
Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did.
You did? Well then, what happened?
Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
Well, don't stop now, go on.
He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right.
Why would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family?
That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family. Well, perhaps I can help you. My employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard. His name is Crispin Arthur, but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see... Woo-hoo-hoo! Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful.
I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work.
Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard, one of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again, that's all. Now, where is it? Oh, I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
What is that?
Well, it is my opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak. Oh, excuse me for saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
What is that stuff?
Ooh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Ooh, it'll help you to fly. You can follow me to the land of Serenia, where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Ooh, I think the fairy dust is still good. Come on, up here! Follow me! There it is, down here! Come on!
Okay, here I come.
Ooh, looks like the fairy dust just wore off.
Cedric? Where have you been? I've been calling for you. Well, well, what have we here? A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog. Cedric, go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, aye aye, Crispin.
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
Ooh, I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know, but I've gotten a little rusty lately.
A little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
Ooh, yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find. That won't do. That's all used up. It might work. Here, eat this.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year. With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world. You should find that quite helpful. Here's my old wand. I don't even know if it works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Morlock could be up to. You go with him, Cedric. Show him the way.
Oh,
Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on. You'd better get started.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Please don't call me Your Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south, not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
A small cellar door is located under the house. Impatiently. Cedric is too busy looking.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
A large, venomous snake blocks Graham's passage to the east. The quaint little town of Serenia nestles at the base of a great snow-capped mountain range which rises sharply to the east.
If you're going into town, I'll just wait for you here. I had a nasty run-in with a big dog once, and I feel much safer out here.
The town is busy with people going about their daily chores.
How goes it with you, good fellow?
Not well, I'm afraid. This old wagon's always giving me trouble.
Can I help you in any way?
Thank you kindly, but I think I can handle it.
All right then. Good luck.
Thanks. With this wagon, I'm gonna need it.
May I help you, sir?
I'm interested in buying something here.
Let me show you some things. A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well, what do you think?
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say. I'm just here to help.
In the corner of the shop, draped casually over a tailor's form, Graham sees a thick, fur-lined cloak.
I don't like this.
A broken wagon blocks access to a smaller side street. The town is busy with people going about their daily chores. Graham notices. Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old rotting fish. Graham leans way down into the barrel and removes, the smelly old fish. The cart is too heavy for Graham to move by himself.
Take a look around if you want, but we don't have any shoes to sell you right now. We sold our last finished pair yesterday. Our business ain't doing so good anymore, and we're getting too old to keep trying.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying us out. But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
A skinny old dog lies down on the hard floor of the shoe shop.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
The shipment of carving wood hasn't come in yet. What should we do?
If it's not in by tomorrow, I'll send you to the sawmill.
Okay, Papa?
Grandpapa,
Yeah, my darling?
can I keep this doll? I really like her.
Now, Katrina, you know these toys are for sale for other kinder. Besides, you've got plenty of dolls. You can play with her, but just be careful.
All right, Grandpapa, I'll take care of her.
A pet goldfish swims endlessly around in its fishbowl. Graham notices a shiny silver. Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street. It is but a common silver coin.
Graham.
And how is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers out of that pie. The pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.
Yes, this will be a fine dessert for our dinner tonight. Let's go home, Austin.
The baker, a large, sturdy fellow, waits for customers behind a pie-covered counter.
Here's the last of the pies.
Welcome to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but today we've got a special on custard pies. Just 1 silver coin each, but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
The baker, a large, sturdy fellow, waits for customers behind a pie-covered counter. Delicious, mouth-watering custard pies lining the tables and countertop attract Graham's eyes and nose.
Would you like a pie, sir?
Well, yes, actually I would.
That'll be 1 silver coin then.
Let me see if I have one.
Well, let me know if you do.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
I've got it right here. Here you go.
I hope you enjoy your custard pie.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
The Baker brothers seem to have a pet, a large, mangy cat.
See the road there? Back to the east is the town.
Graham spies a huge pile of logs to fuel the bakehouse ovens. The cold river courses swiftly by the town bakehouse. An old, uninteresting barn is located behind the country inn.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham.
A swarm of bees buzz around a hole in a rotted old tree. A large bear seems to be very interested in the honey inside the old tree. Graham notices a large stick lying on the ground near the old tree.
I'm Queen Beatrice, kind sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
Graham notices a large stick lying on the ground near. Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground. Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it. Graham notices a huge anthill in the distance to the north. A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants as he... A colony of large ants parade up and down a huge anthill built amid some scrubby bushes. A mangy old dog digs playfully at the huge anthill while the poor ants scurry about frantically.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great. May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the great mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
A gypsy wagon can be seen in the distance to the north.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert to the west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here.
The scorching sun burns down on the dry desert as Graham struggles through the hot sand. He looks around, but all he can see is more desert. All around him, Graham sees nothing but more desert. How much farther can he go on? Thankfully, though, a nearby pool of water can relieve Graham's overwhelming thirst. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him. All around him, Graham sees nothing but more desert. How much farther can he go on? Thankfully, though, a nearby pool of water can relieve Graham's overwhelming thirst. Rocky cliffs rise high above Graham's head. A small pool of water has formed in the space between the two rocks. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him. The facade of a magnificent temple has been carved into the rocky cliffs by an unknown ancient civilization.
A spy! Get him!
Never trust a bad guy, Graham.